Disney's jazzy classic, The Aristocats.
Meow.
Meet a wealthy duchess and her 3 adorable kittens.
Why should you be her? Because I'm a lady, that's why. You're not a lady. You're nothing but a sister.
They've been catnapped.
They're gone.
By a greedy butler out to steal their fortune.
What's gonna happen to us?
Now it's up to O'Malley, the streetwise alley cat, to save the day.
Yeah.
As he and his friends help Duchess and her kittens find their way home.
Charge! Lay some skin on me, scat cat. This is outrageous and crazy.
With bonus features including an all-new virtual kitten game and a newly rediscovered song.
Everybody wants to be a cat.
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say will be used against you.
You are not listening. I want your job to be taken from you.
A protest has turned violent in California, Berkeley.
This is why we're fighting for the soul of America.
You should be able to share ideas without fear of being fired from your job or shouted down.
You are not to be heard. This is one of the few things one could say we have no precedent for in the United States.
You have the right to remain silent.
The only way we separate the good ideas from the bad ideas is to be free to say whatever we want about them.
Anything you say will be used against you.
There's no free speech for fascists.
Your posts on Facebook, Twitter, and social media will be saved to shame you.
Kevin Hart has stepped down from hosting this year's Oscars.
Anything you say that we don't like will be used to shut you up. You can't be funny.
It's creating an atmosphere of fear and repression, and it's gonna bust.
You cannot think differently.
It makes it difficult for you to learn from other people.
Isn't it spooky that we're having this discussion?
You can't challenge us.
Kids grew up dipped in Purell, playing soccer games where they never kept score.
There is no debate.
The type of diversity that they hate is diversity of thought.
We reserve the right to be offended by everything.
No university should ever create a safe space.
You're not going to protect people, and so the best you can do is to make them strong.
It bothers me for the young people who are being deprived of anything that could open their minds.
You have the right to remain silent.
All I have for you is a word. Tenet. It'll open the right doors, some of the wrong ones too. Use it carefully.
To do what I do, I need some idea of the threat we face.
As I understand it, we're trying to prevent World War III.
I'm not saying Armageddon here.
No. Something worse.
I gather you have an interest in a certain Russian national.
Why don't you bring me in? You really want to know? He can communicate with the future. Time travel? No. Inversion?
Aim it and pull the trigger. You're not shooting the bullet, you're catching it.
Whoa. Well, I've seen too much. Well, we'll try and keep up.
Your duty transcends national interests. This is about survival.
Seems bold.
Bold, I'm fine with. I thought you were going to say nuts.
This is where our worlds collide.
How would you like to die?
Old.
You chose the wrong profession. The hell happened here?
Hasn't happened yet.
There are people in the future who need us. We need a tenant.
We need to save them here and now.
This reversing the flow of time. Doesn't us being here now mean it never happened? You want to crash a plane?
But not from the air. No, it's so dramatic.
Well, how big a plane?
That part is a little dramatic.
There was a time when the cinema was a place of spectacle and wonder, when unforgettable films played on gigantic screens that overwhelmed the imagination. Now that time has come again.
Behold his mighty hand!
Paramount Pictures proudly presents Cecil B. DeMille's The 10 Commandments.
Let my people go. Come to me no more, Moses. You will surely die. So let it be written.
Death to the slaves! The 10 Commandments, newly restored and presented in 70mm Super VistaVision with 6-track Dolby stereo sound.
Who shall withstand the power of God?
Relive the magic of an unforgettable motion picture event. The 10 Commandments.
You're a cowboy today.
You don't act like the man from the stories I've heard.
That's the thing about being a grandfather. I get to do all the things I wish I'd done with my children. Woo! And the things I regret, I get to do different.
You were right. You're building a city.
Everyone's forgotten who runs this valley. I need you more than ever.
You have me.
What are you doing here?
Same thing I always do. Fixing something you couldn't.
Stagnation is death for a town, and the Duttons are the ones killing it.
The new chief is hungry for a fight.
I'm gonna buy your ranch, and I'm gonna pull down every fence.
It'll look like it used to, when it was ours.
Just tell me who to fight.
Everyone.
A man must stand with his people.
This ain't checkers, son. This is chess, and you're about to play it with masters.
All I do every day is fight for this family.
If you were winning, I wouldn't be here.
I don't regret one sin I've committed. It's the one I'm about to commit that worries me.
Mess with my family. I will chop your family tree down.
Progress.
Can't stop it, John.
Watch me.
Yellowstone.
Don't start what you can't finish. You're going with me or without me?
I saw exactly what I've always felt about Donnie Weeboy. And I saw that girl can't protect her child.
Margaret, Jimmy's her boy.
He's your grandson.
We're trying to locate a Donnie Weeboy. He married our son's widow. Got our grandson with him.
You let it be known you're looking for a wee boy. I'll find you.
We thought we'd see Jimmy, since we're in the neighborhood.
Since you're in the neighborhood.
Go careful. Where in the hell are we? We came to see our grandson.
My boy doesn't have to answer to you. And we don't have to answer to you. Whoa. Come with us.
No, he'd kill me. Him and his mother.
Your grandson. He's a wee boy now.
You're with me on this, right?
I'm right behind you.
He hit Lorna. You hit your wife. Like...
Don't start what you can't finish.
The world is changed. And some things that should not have been forgotten were lost.
For the first time ever on Blu-ray, The Lord of the Rings trilogy.
It's wonderful to see you, Gandalf.
All three original theatrical versions come alive in stunning Blu-ray high definition. The Fellowship of the Ring.
You have my sword. And you have my bow.
And my axe.
The Two Towers.
The defenses have to hold.
They will hold.
The Return of the King.
This is your test. Every path you have trod through has led to this road.
Let Blu-ray bring you closer to the wizardry.
The ring is trying to get back to its master. It wants to be found.
Closer to the treachery.
We're not alone.
Gollum.
Closer to the triumph.
All you have to decide is what to do with the time that is given to you.
Now the power of Blu-ray lets you experience the wonder of The Lord of the Rings, the way it was meant to be seen. The end has come.
Carry the face of us all, little one.
Whoa, watch out for this guy. Dwight Schrute in the building. This is Ryan, the new temp.
What's up?
Nice to meet you. Introduce yourself. Be polite.
Dwight Schrute, assistant regional manager.
Assistant to the regional manager. So, Dwight, tell him about the kung fu and the car and everything.
There is one person in charge of every office in America, and that person is Charles Darwin. In the end, doesn't he decide who the manager is?
Have you ever seen him do that?
I am so scared.
Hello, son. If you're watching this, that means I'm already dead.
I was laying on the ground, defenseless, and he just kept throwing him until he exhausted himself. I just wanted to stop.
Everybody stay calm. What's the procedure, everyone? What's the procedure? Stay calm!
David Wallace's office.
This is Kevin Malone.
This is Stanley Hudson.
It's Toby Flenderson. Listen, things are getting really bad down here.
Excuse me. In a perfect world, someone would get money, but not...
but in your perfect world, only you get money.
Yeah.
Jim, what the hell is happening there?
I really don't know how it happened, David.
I can't do this.
That's because you're incapable of doing it, because you don't know how, because you have no skills.
Makes me want to put him in a triangle chokehold and force him down to the ground and just keep pressing and pressing and then flip him over and then put him in a hammerlock.
I think in the second book, Hermione kind of develops. She becomes more friendly with Harry and Ron.
Harry! It's Hermione!
And she definitely becomes more sort of easygoing. She's kind of a little less obsessed with books and work, and she kind of settles down a bit. Which I think's good, because it doesn't take away her character, but it sort of just softens it down a bit, which is good.
Her skeleton will lie in the chamber forever. Jimmy. He's kind of changed because his sister's now there, and he's kind of got to be the big brother, kind of looking after the sister, yeah.
Famous Harry Potter. Can't even go to a bookshop without making the front page.
Leave him alone.
Oh, look, Potter. You've got yourself a girlfriend.
Yeah, he's a lot worse in the second film than he is in the first. His dad comes into play. So he gets a lot worse, and poor old Harry seems to take the blow.
Well, let us hope that Mr. Potter will always be around to save the day.
Don't worry. I will be. I think Harry's character is very different from in the first film. Basically, in the first film, Harry's very reactive to everything around him, and in the second film, he's very proactive.
This is my home. I made a promise. Me and this family can't break it.
Experience Yellowstone Season 3 like you've never seen it before on DVD and Blu-ray.
I look forward to it. Market Equities is building an airport, and then they're going to build a city around it.
With over 4 hours of special features.
There's a clash, and what we know about the Duttons is they're not going to run from it.
Including making of featurettes, behind-the-scenes footage, never-before-seen interviews with cast and crew.
It's a fascinating life. It is the most romanticized part of our past.
And so much more.
You'll do one episode where you're running 400 horses down a mountain, and then next episode you're sitting by a campfire.
This valley's mine. Come and get it. I plan to.